The red wriggler is eating the microbes that are breaking down the materials that we're adding to our compost. And in the process of taking these organisms through their body, they're able to take nutrients from the bodies of the microbes and turn it into plant available foods. And then we can take these worm castings and use them for a variety of purposes, including starting your transplants. This mesh acts like a screen, and the compost we get is already pre-screened. And I can use it directly without diluting it with any sort of potting mix. Now that I'm done showing it off, let's go build our own in my home garden. All right, it's time to build it. All I'm using for supplies are a 16 by 4 foot cattle panel with a 4 by 4 inch grid, hardware cloth or mesh. The sizing of the square is not vital, but this is probably 1/2 inch or 3/4 inch. Basically, anything that a rodent can't pass through, because I want to make this rodent proof. And lastly, 3 stakes that I picked up at an irrigation supply store. They're really rigid. You don't need to follow the exact dimensions that I'm using, but I want a composter that's big enough to be able to generate a little bit of heat, because the worms love heat at around 25 Celsius. I use these little zip ties to hold these 2 pieces of mesh together. The most difficult part of all is getting these wires in. So they're quite rigid, but what they allow us to do is maintain the nice circular shape of this tower. And they hold it together really nicely. So I just slide it in along and then wrap it on both ends behind some of the mesh. This would be helpful with another person for sure. So I had 25 feet of mesh, this lighter duty mesh inside with the smaller squares, which means I have 9 feet remaining, and I'm using that coiled up here as a center chimney to allow excellent aeration throughout the pile, because aeration is a key feature of a worm composter. They're living creatures, they need to respire. Next time we're going to talk about filling the composter, and just remember that your worm castings are only going to be as good as the materials that you're using.